You're probably losing design work to other people, not because they're better designers than you, but because your own clients don't know what you actually do. Let me show you a simple email that I sent that got my phone ringing with new projects from clients I already had. Hey, I'm Mark Decote. I want to share a simple but often overlooked way to squeeze more work out of your existing clients without being pushy or salesy. Designers are taught to always be on the lookout for new clients, and I agree with that statement 100%. After all, they are our bread and butter. Without clients, we don't have a business. But there's something we often overlook, and you may be completely oblivious to, and that's the fact that your current clients may not know the full scope of the services you offer. When a client hires you, it's typically for one specific thing: a website, a flyer, a logo, a product package. And in their mind, that's what you do. You're their web guy, or you're their logo designer. They may not know the full scope of the other design services that you can offer them. Years ago, when I worked in the design department at a commercial printer, people would come in for boring business forms, just lines and text. Then out of nowhere, they'd ask, "Do you guys design flyers, or do you guys design logos?" Of course we did. We were graphic designers. But they didn't know what graphic designers could do. They had us create their business forms, so in their mind, that's what we did. And then later, running my own business, the same thing happened. A longtime client of mine who had me designing newspaper ads every week for over 10 years. To them, I was the ad guy. Well, one day, they asked if I knew anyone who could design a logo for them. They had no idea that I designed logos, or flyers, or posters, or any of that stuff. I had a website client ask if I knew anyone who designed social media profile banners. To them, websites and profile banners were two completely different skill sets. Even my brother-in-law, who knew me before I became a designer and for whom I've designed logos, business cards, and websites, once asked me if I knew anyone who could design a rack card for him. At first, I thought he was joking with me. You know, the way you ask your photographer friend if they know anyone with a good camera? But he wasn't. He genuinely didn't realize that rack cards were something I could design. All these clients didn't know what I could do because I had never actually told them. And that's when I decided to test a simple idea. I wrote a short email to all my past clients, whether I'd worked with them a couple of months ago or several years ago. I didn't use any email marketing tools like MailChimp or ConvertKit, and there was no automation. Just a regular email sent individually to each client. And it went something like this: "Hi, thanks again for the last job we did together." And then I'd mention whatever the project was. "I really enjoyed working on it. Since then, I've been busy with other projects. I designed a t-shirt for a local sports team, a poster for a regional theater company's production of their next play. I created a logo for a startup company in the area, and I made a flyer for a nonprofit organization. You might also see so-and-so's truck driving around town with new graphics on the side. That artwork is mine too. I just wanted to let you know that if you ever need anything like this, I'm available and happy to help. Sincerely, Mark." And that's it. Short, specific, and friendly. Of course, when I did list the projects, I mentioned who they were for and what the projects were. I mean, I wanted the recognition for designing them after all, but you get the idea. Then something remarkable happened. Within minutes of sending those emails, my phone started ringing and email replies started arriving. Clients said things like, "I didn't know you designed t-shirts," or "I didn't know you did truck graphics," or "I didn't know you worked with nonprofits." Simply mentioning what I had already done for other clients led to new t-shirt design projects for clients. Some of them were ordering from other places and they decided to give me a chance. I got vehicle graphics from other local businesses, some of which had never even considered vehicle graphics until they saw my email. And more nonprofit work from people sitting on other boards from other organizations. And it wasn't because I lowered my prices or offered a deal, and it wasn't because I chased new leads or pitched them ideas. Simply because I told my existing clients what I do. And since then, I send a similar email every few months. A quick thank you, a few specific examples of recent projects, and a simple reminder that I'm available if they need anything. That's it. and every time I'm almost guaranteed to get new work. Sometimes because clients don't know I did that kind of project, and sometimes because they didn't even realize they needed it until I mentioned it. And you can do this with any service. T-shirts, rack cards, websites, print pieces, vehicle wraps, you name it. Clients may not know these options exist or that you offer them until you tell them what you do. So here's what I want you to do right after watching this video. I want you to list 4 to 6 recent projects, stuff you're proud of, but hopefully different types of projects. Write a short email to your existing clients, thank them for the last project that you worked on, mention these recent examples, and then remind them that you're available if they need something similar. And then set a reminder to send a new update every 2 to 3 to 4 months. Your clients aren't mind readers. If you're a designer who can do all of it for them, tell them and keep reminding them. Now tell me in the comments, what's a service that you offer that a client was surprised to find out that you do? And if this video gave you an idea you can use with your clients, hit the like and subscribe for more tips on running a design business. I'm Mark Decote, a graphic and web designer, and I help designers like you run better businesses so that you have more time to do what you do best, designing. Remember, your best new project might be sitting with a client you already have. You just need to let them know what you can do. Stay creative.